test out your gains in my stream. If it's at streaming at the top, feel free to come into the stream if you have something you want to show me or test, or if you just like watching gameplays. So with this tutorial, pretty much the base design of the dress is actually cylinders, as you can see using the kaleidoscope. That's pretty much what we use, and then we pretty much either change the color of the drapes. I think that's what they are. Is that what that's called? I'm not sure. And then we just changed the color of that as it went down, and then cutting into it, as you can see at the bottom there's shadows. That's whenever I cut into it to add sort of the dimension type look. At the top it was pretty much a square, some circles, and maybe some donut tools to pretty much mold the shape of where the hands go and stuff like that. So I will go ahead and show you what it looks like in Kaleidoscope. I went ahead and used 11, and then pretty much I would choose the triangle cone, and that's pretty much how I did that. Went to edit shape, and then I pretty much made it smaller to where it was more like a dress. I had to edit the dimensions a little bit to get it kind of the way I wanted, and then pretty much once it goes together all the way, it pretty much would actually make that effect of a dress. So it was pretty much something along the lines of this. Sometimes I had to use the touchpad to kind of change the way it was moved, but or the way the spikes kind of formed, if that makes sense. But pretty much once you get it all together, and pretty much it would start looking like a dress. So, and you could even do it twice if you wanted to, give it more of a Cinderella type look. And then pretty much at the top, what I did actually, I didn't do it like that. I pretty much made sure it was kind of perfect at the top, sort of like, sort of like. Oh my gosh, I hate it when that happens. I hate it when that happens. The touchpad's like really sensitive. Sort of like that, sort of. And then pretty much you would have your dress down, and then from there I could work up and sort of add the waist and stuff, where the waist would go. And then whenever I got to the top again, let's see here, I might have added something like that also to have it to where there's two rings. You can also start a new sculpture for this part right here, and then like do it that way and then mold it from inside. If that makes sense, you can do that. From there I would also mess with the blend settings. From this point I would turn off kaleidoscope, and then I'd also use mirror mode for some of it. I did use mirror mode for some of it. You can also make some pretty cool trees doing this. And you can change the color in your options if you want to. Once you have something like that, you can mess with the blend mode settings and put it up at the top. You might want to make a new sculpture for it maybe, or even cut off the bottom parts before you actually start up here, if that works. If that doesn't work, then what you can do, you can try this. Yeah, it works a little bit better. And then you can move it and make your adjustments. You might want to take it off precise mode if it's in precise mode. Right now I think mine's in precise mode. And pretty much make that as perfect as you can possibly make it. and make it the color that you want to make it also. And that'll work for right now. Then what you can do for the hands is mirror mode. And blending the sculpt after resizing it. Okay. I think for this one it's just all the way up. And you can like move around the shape as much as you want to. And right there we pretty much got a dress. We have the dimensions of the dress. And then we can pretty much blend in the cuts however we want to. You can cut blend with it if you want to. Stuff like that. Add in the lines. And you can cut off at the top too if you want to add like what I did with the one at the bottom. Let's see here. And you can use a square. Make sure you're not in blend mode whenever you do that though. Use whatever shape works. You might also want to take off mirror mode. And you might want it to be something that's more like a square. I actually use kaleidoscope to cut out that part, so just so you guys know. Something like a square. I mean, that will work. Maybe just a square would work. And that's how you do stuff like that. It's kind of hard to get it perfect. And just mess around with it from this point. I'm pretty sure you can freeform it and get it all right how you want to make it. Probably making it harder than what it needs to be. There we go. So you can just like pretty much add to it the way you want to. And you can cut colors into it. Like if I was to change the color and then try to make a cut, then it would like, it should make that cut. At least it usually does. Yeah, I think it is doing that. There we go. It should make that cut whatever color you make it. It's where you can add stuff like that if you wanted to within kaleidoscope mode. It's cool to add kaleidoscope mode with that part. Hope you guys can hear me. Turn it up if you can't. Hopefully you can. Let's see here. Kaleidoscope. You might want to turn on mirror mode also. Kaleidoscope. And you can add stuff like that. And then pretty much for the neck, it's just like, you know, a cylinder tool. It's pretty simple stuff from here. And then you can pretty much add it to your puppet or whatever. And that's pretty much how you make dresses in Dreams PS4. At least my method. If you have a method, share it in the comment section below. And so that way the community can learn. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. Check out the tutorials on my channel. You can look at the playlist for individual Logic, music, and sculpt tutorials. Just look through that playlist. We are filling it up, guys. So thank you so much. I hope this right here helps you guys make dresses in Dreams PS4. Share your methods below, and peace out, peace out, peace out.